Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Celia Corbo Show. I am your host, Dr. Celia Corbo, a functional health practitioner, licensed chiropractor, and entrepreneur. On our show, we feature and showcase wonderful entrepreneurs and learn about their stories to success. Today, I have the wonderful Mary Tran Juma. Mary attended McMaster University at the age of 16 and graduated at 19. Since graduating, she has worked in the finance industry as a vice president and in management consulting as a director of strategy. After years of working in fast-paced environments with high levels of stress, she felt the impact of such a lifestyle and chose to become a student of traditional Chinese medicine to help others heal. Since then, she has dedicated herself to helping others feel better and decided to open her own clinic, Lite Mind Body Clinic. Her clinic has been a passion project, and she is always looking for ways to improve the experience and expand their services to best support healing. Lite Mind Body Clinic is Toronto's hottest self-care sanctuary, providing different healing modalities from around the world. They maintain a high quality of service by hiring only the best practitioners in each of their respective fields and ensuring that clients have a relaxing and enjoyable experience every time they visit. The services provided at Lite Mind Body Clinic support both mental and physical health, as well as energetic well-being, and are intended to improve the quality of patients' lives. Welcome, Mary. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks so much for being on the Dr. Celia Corbo show. That's a bio and a half. You're one smart cookie.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a lot of years of hard work, but we're trying to dial it down and just have an enjoyable retirement now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're on your path to doing just that.
Yeah, it's, what everybody I think wants at the end of their life is being surrounded by a group of really good healers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think now we kind of have that. I think we're at 28 healers at Lite Mind Body Clinic.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I was there, we were at like 2, 3, maybe 5?
Yeah, 5 maximum.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more though about your story and how you started in corporate? You started in this really heavy business type of environment, and then you transitioned into the health and wellness space.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just being obviously a type A personality of going through school and like just trying to do your best and be the best in every single class. When you get out and you go into finance, you kind of just go with the bank route, right? It's
Mhm.
just pretty natural. We start at the bottom as a teller and just work your way up and grind that corporate ladder. And that's what I did. I finished university, came out, became a teller, and then just worked my way up in the bank branch, then jumped out of the bank branch, went into corporate, and then worked my way up there.
Mhm.
Um, so it was just a lot of grinding. I also have a family background in real estate, so I was doing real
Mhm.
estate the entire time I was in banking as well. And I
Yeah.
think this stems from in school, like fast tracking, doing night school, summer school, Saturday school, all at the same time, then coming out and continuing that multitasking um, mindset, which was banking, real estate, and then further education. Then, you get to a point where you're just doing a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds like it.
yeah. Well, I switched over to management consulting, and I thought that was like so much fun as well, because you're just negotiating
Hmm.
the night. But you can easily burn out from that too, because you're usually having about 10 to 15 conversations with different people every single day.
Wow.
And that's just a lot. You have to like be physically healthy, mentally healthy to keep that going.
Hmm.
And then from there, when I left being a director of strategic projects, I opened up a vacation rental business. I know this is so fun, but it was managing about like 16 different properties and bringing tourism to Toronto. It was really rewarding because I was helping other small businesses grow and doing like commercials for them to get tourism into Toronto. And in turn,
Is this before Airbnb?
this was well, it was kind of around the same
Same
time.
time? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so I got to like really work that business from the ground up.
Mhm.
And this was right before COVID actually. So
Oh.
like the revenue for that was actually quite high. The profit was incredible.
Mhm.
And it was like a win-win relationship. But I figured, okay, I'm getting old. So I was like, my family's getting old, I'm getting old. Like what could help all of us, because there were some health issues in our family.
Mhm.
And I thought, okay, well, if I go into healthcare, then at least I'll be surrounding myself with healers. And
Mhm.
I think I can really grow a good network of healers and do it the right way.
Mhm.
So literally, I think it was February of 2021.
Mhm.
Basically like the month before COVID hit. I
Yeah.
sold the vacation
2020.
2020, yeah. I sold the vacation rental business
Mhm.
and bought the first property for the first clinic.
Mhm.
And like that was signed and done as of March 2020. And it was
Mhm.
a great decision because
Yeah.
we moved from tourism into healthcare right at the turn of COVID.
And also when there was a huge demand for it as well, people seeking alternative therapies and wanting to do things other than just the pharmacological Western type of medicine. And the space, I remember the first time that I walked in there down in Liberty Village, there's this energy in there. And it's just like, I want to be a part of this. It's just, it's so healing. It's so, so beautiful. And yeah, it's such an awesome space. You did an amazing first job for a clinic. That's just awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a tiny space. It's literally the size of a
Yeah, but
tea
you used every square inch of that
cup
space.
everywhere, like for sure.
Yeah.
It was really nice, the first location too, I think, just because where it's situated, being in Liberty Village,
Hmm.
we were really able to, I guess, focus on people that wanted that type of healing.
Hmm.
I am 100% all about balance. Like I think there definitely should be a balance of Western medicine and Eastern medicine,
Yeah.
and not just like one or the other.
Hmm.
I think that's why like a lot of people really resonated with us, because it's not about one or the other. It's just how can you heal and how can you heal more efficiently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like everybody that works with us is very passionate about what they do and like how they heal people. And I'm a big believer in like, how can we get this person from point A to point B faster,
Hmm.
not have to have them come back consistently, which is what it seems like in some different aspects of healthcare.
Yeah, to have these patients in on a continuum, because at the end of the day, it is a business, right?
Mm.
Healthcare is a business, and we're very lucky that in Ontario we have OHIP and a lot of really big financial costs like surgeries and expensive medications are covered. But when it comes to these alternative therapies that are just as effective and just as powerful, you want to make sure that you're keeping in mind the economic situation, but also delivering a really good service, right?
Yeah, for sure. And like I think that's what makes us stand apart a little bit too, is
Hmm.
at at its core, like Lite Mind Body Clinic isn't something that requires, I guess, to be a business at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah.
This is a long-term play, and it's there to help not only my friends, my family, but like everybody in our community heal better.
Hmm.
And I don't have to say like we're the best at everything, but I do definitely think we're better at everything. Like I'm trying our best to be better for
Yeah.
our own community and getting people to heal better.
Yeah. But it is really fantastic how, because you even have your license in acupuncture, you were getting it while operating and managing the first clinic, which is amazing. And you have that entrepreneurial mindset, but then you also have the healer mindset as well. So can you tell us a little bit more about how you balance those two minds in being so successful in business or in the clinic?
Yeah. Well, like being a healer and actually going in to learn about traditional Chinese medicine was very much a passion. Like I myself used to suffer from a lot of back pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got into an accident a long time ago where I went to the doctor and they said you might have to do lower back surgery and this could paralyze you for the rest of your life. And me coming home to my aunt, who was a registered acupuncturist at the time, and like she's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
She actually was a part of some program, not to get sidetracked, but she was actually part of some program with in Canada where Canada, like the federal government, flew her to Asia and went to China and Vietnam and like all these different countries to work with the best so that they could bring that knowledge
Wow.
back to Canada.
So you had a great start into the alternative healing space.
Oh, for sure. Because I came home to my aunt who was just like, hey, the doctor said I might never walk again. And she was just like, lie down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's literally all she said. She was like, lie down. And she stuck some needles in me. And literally within a week, I was back to normal. And that was after being like 2 weeks of like just bedridden, in pain, couldn't walk. It was, to me, just such a eureka moment of like, whatever this is, it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So then once I ended up opening up the clinics and I was just like looking into like, okay, I don't want to just be the boss. I also want to be a healer and understand like healthcare from behind the lens of everybody else here.
Mm-hmm.
What should I get into? And I was like 100% traditional Chinese medicine. I want to know how that works. I want to know like literally all these internal maps that these people know and like what they're looking for. Growing up watching all those like Chinese dramas where somebody's taking someone's pulse and just looking at their tongue and they know everything.
Everything. Yeah. It's amazing.
That's incredible. Like there's so much knowledge there that like if it can be learned, I want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went from essentially running the clinic to also being in school full time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's not as hard as people say it is.
It's not, but you have a very strong mindset. Like you just know how to, I think it's innately built in you. I'm just going to say that on your behalf because I look up to you so much because you are just a rock star. And I'm like, how does Mary do it? Sometimes I question it because it's just the mindset that you have is just so strong and it's so Virgo. It's just so like you get things done. You are a Virgo.
Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah, I think because I went to university at 16, I have a really good memory. So there could be that. I've never had a problem studying for an exam ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's retaining the information, right? That's important. So I definitely have a crazy amount of spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reason why I think the clinic works really well, even if I had to step away from it for a little bit, for example, for vacation,
Yeah.
the people,
Yeah.
like the clinic managers, the assistant clinic managers, like you try to surround yourself with people that are also A-type.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And the more people that you surround yourself with that are good, it really, I feel, is a reflection of who you are because at the end of the day, you have to be a role model for everybody, right? Especially within your own clinic, because in the clinic space, as you know, like everybody has to have a lot of self-initiative to work and like do well on their own. And you don't want to like micromanage anybody because being an entrepreneur myself and working in the fields that I've worked in, you just want people that know how to get it. And that's one of the things I would say I really prided myself on with Lite Mind Body Clinic is everybody's super ambitious. Like you need that. You can't teach somebody ambition.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need them to have it. And once they have it, like they can run a project without you.
How do you go about finding people that are ambitious? I find that in today's society, this is one of the hardest things because a lot of people know what to say and
Yeah.
they know how to present themselves.
Mhm.
And then you start to see their true colors when they start to work, or they start to be employed with whatever they're doing in your clinic, in your business, or whatever. And how do you know how to hire the right person? What are some qualities that you look for?
Emotional intelligence, 100%. Like
Hmm.
uh, something, again, I don't think you can really teach. It's just
Yeah.
built over time. My little sister actually taught me this one to look for in an interview, and I think it's just probably one of the most incredible questions that I definitely consistently use now.
Hmm.
Anytime I'm interviewing someone, and that's essentially you run through the interview, people know the answers, they like prepare for it.
Yeah.
Obvious things like, are they dressed well? Are they presenting themselves well?
Yeah.
Um, because, first impressions do matter.
Of course.
But the final question that I always ask people, and it always catches people off guard, is can you please give me negative interview, like a negative feedback for this interview?
Hmm.
Like, and immediately you could see the panic on most people's faces,
Oh my
but they're
God.
like, I have to give her negative feedback. Do I actually give her negative feedback because
Hmm.
she wants me to do?
Hmm.
Or do I try to dance around the situation to make it into a positive situation somehow?
Hmm.
But then I'm not going to be doing what she actually wants me to do.
Right.
So like, how do I answer this question? So you can actually see people start to like grind their gears and like really see their own inner dialogue come forward,
Yeah.
which is what you want to see. Like an ambitious person will try to attempt to do something, then someone that will just be like, is more of a follower will just say like, here's the negative feedback.
Hmm. So what can you give us an example of what an ambitious person would have said to that or said? Because I'm sure you've asked that question and hired that person.
Yeah, like I think well there's so many. It's really cool because like with this question, like the answers do vary so much.
Hmm.
One of the answers that I did like was she actually ended up pointing out some things that I felt would actually help me interview other people
Ah.
in the future. So it
Yeah.
was actually useful.
Hmm.
And not only was it useful, she asked me more questions
Hmm.
first before she gave me the negative feedback that I did want.
Hmm.
So you could just see, because like I find that if you're a smart person, you ask questions. When
Yes.
when you're like training someone brand new and they don't have a notepad out, like you know that they're not probably going to retain any of the information you tell them.
Yeah.
If they have a notepad out and they're asking you more questions to help them do better at their job, then you know you've hired the right person.
It's that initiative that you're looking for. It's that drive to want to learn more, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like that's definitely required. And if it's seen when you're there in person, you know what's happening in the background too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to running your own business and being an entrepreneur for the majority of your life, was that something that you were born with, would you say? Because you did go to university very young. Can you tell us a little bit more about that story and then how you just mentioned about you becoming a teller, growing in that industry, but did you always feel that it was within you to be your own boss and to be your own pathfinder?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Hmm.
think I thought anything was within me. I definitely have a very optimistic outlook when it comes to things. Like
Yeah.
I know comparatively to other people, I feel like things are just gonna work out.
Hmm.
And I've never like really gone down that negative feedback loop where you're thinking things won't pan out. Like it's always like the universe has my best interest in mind. Like I know this is gonna work out for me. And if
Hmm.
I get sick, I'm like, I know this isn't gonna be the end of me. I'm gonna live forever,
Yeah.
Like that would be my mindset. I think it has to do with a lot to do with my role models. Like, I had extremely powerful role models. My mom was like a force to be reckoned with, literally top 2% for real estate in all of Canada and the US. Like,
Amazing. Wow.
she's wildly talented, and like trying to compete with her, like I'm still losing, so I'm still trying to win, you know? I'm still losing, I'm still trying to win.
I don't think we'll ever be able to beat our mothers. Even
don't
my
think
mom, I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
I'm gonna keep trying, but we'll see. So, yeah, like definitely who your role models are, who you surround yourself with, who are your mentors. I was very rebellious as a child, so like the reason
Surprising. I would never have thought that.
nobody thinks that. Nobody
No.
thinks that. Yeah, no, I don't want the karma that is me and later on in life.
You're clearing all of this right now.
Try my best. Try. So funny, but it is true. Like, I was really rebellious in high school, and it was actually a guidance counselor who told me that I'd probably end up being a janitor that pushed me to go to university.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, wow.
I know I have always liked a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
But I also like proving people wrong. So there was
Me
that.
too. I love it. Yeah.
I love it. It's so much easier.
Like, screw you. Your
Yeah.
beliefs are not stopping me from my beliefs. I love it.
Yeah. You decide whatever you want to decide, but I'm gonna show you, you know, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. And then, you know, you just continuously push yourself forward. And I think people know now because of social media, being an entrepreneur is like a roller coaster of feelings.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, some days you're up, some days you're down, but you just move forward. And that whole compounding interest theory, I do truly believe in that. It's those little things that you do that count. And if you continuously do it every single day, you'll see it grow. And with Lite Mind Body, like, I knew for a fact that in the wellness side, there wasn't a lot of people on social media or like really showcasing what they do or showcasing the practitioners themselves. It was majority people showcasing the services. And
Right.
I tried to do that a little bit differently and showcase the people behind everything. So, because, you know, the magic is in the people. And at the end of the day, when you want to get healed, the reason why we have different healing modalities in the first place is because people want to get healed in different ways.
Yeah.
But people want to connect to another human being. Like, that connection is really what makes it a safe space for you to heal yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's even something I ask my patients in the clinic, especially females. If the conversation gets to this kind of point where we're diving into the emotional realm of health, I ask, who are your 5 best friends? Can you name them on one hand? And a lot of women and a lot of people in general, they just can't. It's almost like we've lost that social connection, but it's so important for your nervous system, for that serotonin release, feeling like you belong, you're part of a community, right?
Yeah.
And especially with the way of the world recently, everything is in such isolation, and we have a choice to engage or not engage. And we almost go for the latter. We almost just don't want to do anything because it takes effort, and it's just making us more unhealthy.
Yes, absolutely. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't maintaining as many relationships as people once did. And one of the biggest things I would say I learned from working in the different industries that I did is relationship management. Like, that's so key in ensuring your own longevity.
Yeah.
Like, not only in health, but also in wealth. Absolutely. Like, that's why I think if you see like the bigger moguls, they all had a Rolodex. And
Yeah.
those Rolodexes actually not only showed who the person was and their contact information, it showed extremely private things you knew about that person.
Mm-hmm.
like how you connected to that person, and then the next time you saw them to bring it up and be like, hey, how is
Mm-hmm.
it doing? Like people care about people that care. And
Yes. Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you can't keep up your relationships, then it'll be very hard for you to be able to continue to move forward in life.
Yeah. Well, you actually mentioned before that you were talking to like 10, 15 people a day, and you had to keep on top of your health because it's something that you can definitely drain with having that many social interactions. Like there is a limit. There is such thing as too much of a good thing as well, right? So
Yes.
how did you keep yourself in check when it came to making all these connections, building all of these relationships? How did you prioritize balance, not only that, but yourself as well?
So I do qigong, which is like an internal form of energy work,
Okay.
breathing techniques, different breathing techniques,
Mm-hmm.
different visualization techniques that I do literally every single day.
Can you say the name again of it? What's it called?
Qigong. So like qigong, but which it's QI space GONG.
Okay. I just want to write that down for my own. And I'll post it in the show notes below. But yeah, I just want to know what it is. I'll Google it.
Sure, there's definitely different types out there. Like my
Yeah.
family has a specific type that we do, like a specific
Mhm.
visualization that's very simple,
Mhm.
but over years of doing it, like you build it up. It's kind of like that. I saw this recently on a movie actually, where um a master tells his disciple every single day, just visualize the face of the person you love. Like
Hmm.
when you close your eyes and when you're meditating, just visualize the face of the person you love and try
Mhm.
to make that image in your mind's eye clearer and clearer.
Mhm.
And one day you might be able to see his eye very clearly, but you
Hmm.
won't be able to see the whole face.
Right.
But once you master this technique, you can do anything, because that's where like he basically said like you'll be able to manifest and everything and anything if you can successfully just see the face of the person you love.
Mhm.
And Qigong is kind of similar in terms of like you really have to be able to turn on your mind's eye and visualize um specific movements of
Mhm.
your breath and energy inside your body.
Mhm.
And over time, if you are able to do it,
Mhm.
then your outside world will be as strong as your inside world.
Mhm.
For me, I think that's very important, having a stronger inside world, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you need the mental resilience to be able to do a lot of the things you do. Other people would probably just be like, this is too much for me. I'm turning off. I need,
Mhm.
I'm going to sleep. But
Mhm.
versus someone that trains themselves more mentally and be able to talk to themselves kindly day after day.
Yeah.
Mm, I could be like, okay, I have 6 exams this Saturday. I can probably study for 3 of them in the daytime and 3 of them in the nighttime. And I know I have like 2 full-time jobs, and we're gonna
Yeah.
go we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this successfully. Like, how can we make ourselves happy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's so important because you have to be your best friend in life, but especially when it comes to making difficult decisions like taking on two jobs, studying, running a practice, having a team that looks up to you. If you lack something, or if you are just trying to shut off and mute yourself and you're not tapping into your internal world, your external world will start to crumble.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. Um,
Yeah.
Managing a lot of relationships take a lot of work, for sure.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have the wonderfulness of all this technology nowadays with like all these CRM systems and being able
Hmm.
to um have somewhere to log everything. I just use my
Yeah.
cell phone. I mean, you know, I like
Yeah.
some of the contacts I have are hilarious. They'll literally say like movers, Kijiji, $189, great price, did not scratch anything. But you know, you just try to be able to utilize all your contacts as best as you can and then ensure that everybody thrives.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to those relationships, can you tell us a little bit more now about the clinic and how you strive to have those good relationships with your clients, your patients, your practitioners, some of the services that you guys offer at Light Mind Body?
Oh my gosh, we have so many now.
I know, I love it. I want to hear all about it.
Um, I have, well, so this is a funny story. I don't know if I should share it, but it's a funny story.
Just share it. It's out there. We have to know now.
So, I told you I love acupuncture. I
Yeah.
obviously hired acupuncturists that I know dearly and love so much.
Hmm.
And the reason why is because they were my teachers.
You hired your teachers?
I hired my teachers.
I love you.
They're so good. They're so good at what I
You
do.
are the
And
best of the
absolutely,
best.
yeah, and absolutely I put them on a pedestal because like I've
Yeah.
learned from them and I think they're incredible. Um, William is one of the
I
teachers.
saw him post on your socials. Yeah.
Oh yeah, over 25 years of experience.
Amazing.
He's literally a professor of acupuncture at like three different university colleges in Toronto for traditional Chinese medicine, and he was trained by a monk.
Oh my
Incredible.
gosh. Some of the trainings that these acupuncturists or these paramedical individuals go through. I'm like, how do you even find out that you can get that training? I find it so amazing.
Yeah, people that are deeply passionate will find ways to
Yeah,
be trained, you know?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And like, he's such a scholar through and through, him and Jessica. Jessica, also a teacher, teaches cosmetic acupuncture, and
Oh, wow.
love a little bit of that,
Yeah.
like the new natural form of Botox, and I'm
Yes.
for it. She's incredible. Just I can't tell you how much I love all the practitioners that work with me. Like when we go through the interview process, which is so fun,
Hmm.
you get a little taste of everyone's medicine essentially. And
Yeah.
there's acupuncture, psychotherapy. The psychotherapy is incredible. We're actually an approved practicum site as well for
Wow.
Yorkie University. So
Is Becca still there?
yeah, she is.
Amazing. Because she actually was a student when she was starting out with you.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
full-fledged registered.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing. She's such a sweetheart.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
I see her patients come in and out of the clinic and they always leave looking happier. So
Yeah.
it is really nice to see. Um, we have stretch therapy, obviously all the massages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a good massage, right?
I know.
I've got this Brazilian lymphatic drainage massage from Gabrielle, who's like, you have to try it. It
I want to. I'm looking for a good lymphatic drainage massage therapist because I find it is such a rare type of modality
yeah.
to find in the city or just really anywhere. And then there's different techniques involved in lymphatic drainage as well. And I did have one amazing experience like many, many years ago, and I'm seeking that again.
I
So
promise you, this is incredible. I will give you your money back if you don't love it. She's so good. She's
yeah.
from Brazil, where it's originated.
Wow.
And on top of that, she massages you on a vibrating mat.
Stop.
Yeah, to
To
continue.
keep the
Yeah,
lymphatic
exactly. It's
going. Wow.
so good. It's so
Oh
good.
my goodness. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to try this.
Yeah. And then if you haven't tried the buccal massage, with the intraoral.
I need everything that your clinic offers. I notice my face is a little lopsided. Now, everyone watching my podcast will notice it as well. I would
Absolutely.
love to get some kind of facial rejuvenation and make my face symmetrical.
You should try it. It's really enjoyable. It releases all the tension that you
Yeah.
have, the TMJ and
Yeah.
master muscle. She really gets into it, but
Yeah.
it feels like a facial.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it feels so nice. For something that's very medical, it feels incredible.
Yeah.
So
The
nice.
amount of TMJ patients that I treat on a weekly basis is incredible. Like your jaw is one of those places in the body where you don't realize how much you need it and you use it until it's malfunctioning and until it's compromised. And it's one of those pains that just it's with you for such a long time until you can get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, grinding teeth is a pretty big issue. Yeah.
Huge. Everyone's
And
so stressed out.
everyone's so stressed
Oh
out.
my God. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
But I've seen people
Great.
come for stress, like a
Yeah.
lot of people that come for stress for like acupuncture, because people don't realize it also treats like psycho-emotional disorders.
Hmm.
But the Reiki, Sachio,
She is a gift. She is amazing.
literally a gift to humankind. She's
Yeah.
a
Is she a
Reiki
master? Is she a Reiki master? Yeah.
Reiki master. She's a
Yeah.
Reiki master and Reiki teacher,
Wow.
from Japan, which is where it originated from.
Yeah.
Um, but like the energy she brings into a room, like whew, just
Yeah.
she radiates with positive energy. And I don't think in the 3 years she's been working with us, I haven't once had a negative review from her. Like,
Yeah. No, she's just a beam of light. Honestly, she is. Yeah.
yeah. So like we do a lot of energy work too at the clinic, which I think definitely sets us apart from other clinics because
Mhm.
it's just a different type of healing modality. We even have like traditional Cuban stress and anxiety relief.
Cuban.
Cuban, like Cuban, we have a Cuban healer. His name is Frank. He's incredible.
That is so do these people come to you or do you seek them out with all these different modalities that you've learned about?
Oh, I do some rituals.
I know.
But no, like I think the majority of people we either seek out because we really do try to find the best of the best.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple that are it's just like the world just falls into place and we
Yeah.
need something and we just find it. For example, I'm actually bringing on board for next month. So on July 13th, we're having an IV drip party.
Oh my God.
So fun.
Amazing.
So we just brought on board a nurse practitioner and a registered nurse that are passionate.
Yes, I saw on your Instagram.
Yes. They're very passionate. Like one of them actually worked at Sick Kids, so it's like
Wow.
they want to provide that level of
Yeah.
healing for people. And we're just gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
enjoy it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Of
But
course. Of
the,
course.
the B12 shots are great for energy, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna definitely.
Methylation and myelination. I have a whole video about it. B12 is so important.
Yeah.
We just lack it so much. I don't even know why we do, but it's just one of those supplements that we just overlook, I find. And then you get it in a booster shot or you get it in like a sublingual capsule and you're like, wow, I feel
Yeah.
so much better. Like I have energy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I did the same
Yeah.
thing one time where I was just like, oh, I'm a little tired. I wonder what I can do to like help. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I should get some vitamins. And
Yeah.
then like you're a different person. You just suddenly wake up with new energy and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm like seeing my friends and family again. I'm actually like going out of my way to like go to different family reunions. So
Yeah. I'm
it's like
telling you yeah, keep going. Keep going.
it's just like the sauna, when you come out of
Oh
a good
man.
sauna session and you're just like, I miss people. Like talk to.
You sweat out all of your introvertness and all of your anxiety and then you're like, okay, I'm ready to handle all social interactions now.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of the big reasons where I'm able to move forward and do so much is
Yeah.
mainly that me time in the sauna where you like sweat it out and you more importantly like come into your own body.
Yeah. Can you
Right
tell us a
now.
little bit more about the saunas? Because that's one of the things that got you started with the clinic.
It is true, yeah.
Yeah.
We have the infrared sauna.
Mm-hmm.
Call it the light detox experience.
Yeah.
Because it's an experience that we curated. It's a journey from 45 degrees or 50 degrees, depending on how you like to start, to 65 degrees. So
Celsius. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Fahrenheit and Celsius. I'm like, I think that's cold in Fahrenheit, but I just want to confirm because that's pretty hot in
it's hot.
Celsius.
It's hot. But essentially, once you're there, the first 30 minutes feels like a hot Miami day. And
Yeah.
then the last 15 minutes, you're just sweating profusely.
Yeah.
And you just feel like a better human being after. I think you come into your own body, you start to notice things that you probably didn't notice before, like little bruises that you might have gotten throughout the week that you just weren't paying attention to because you were on autopilot working.
Yeah.
And it's really sitting into yourself, sitting into your own body and like noticing things and having that internal dialogue where
Yeah.
you're able to come out and be like, okay, I can do this again. Like,
Yeah.
and I think people love it because I mean, we have memberships where people come literally every single day, just
Yeah.
every day that way.
Yeah.
But the infrared is nice because instead of like sweating from the outside in, you're sweating from the inside out. Like it reaches a little bit deeper and
Mm-hmm.
you're able to stay in there for a lot longer because it's not as hot as a traditional sauna.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
you come out for this like eucalyptus rain shower. There's
Beautiful.
like bursts of lemongrass scents and all different types of smells. Like I think for the clinic itself, as you can kind of see in the background, we really do focus on having it as a space where you meet it with all your senses. I'm
Yes.
Vietnamese, so it's kind of like Vietnamese food, right? When you eat any type of Vietnamese food, you're getting like 3 different flavors, not just one.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come into the clinic, the sights, the sounds, the smells, like we really try to intentionally hit you with at least 5.
Yeah.
And then it just helps with feeling calmer immediately.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's really not that much white in the clinic at all, and that's very intentional. Like everything's toned
Mm-hmm.
so that you can feel at ease and also feel like you're stepping into a different universe as soon as you
Yeah.
walk into the clinic. So
That's something that I realize whenever I go on a hike or I go to nature, all 5 of my senses are at the same frequency. The
mhm.
touch from the air, the smell of the leaves, the sights, everything, even the taste of the air, right? And when you walk into Light Mind Body, is it still the signature lemongrass scent that you
Yeah.
have? Oh man, because I smelled it the other day when I was looking for my essential oils, and I was like, this smells like Light Mind Body.
We
And
try.
it's so true. You feel this automatic sense of calm when you walk in, and it's like all your senses are just regulating and going back to normal and going back to the same level.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Because what I'm really trying to do when you walk through that door is it's a practice
Yeah.
in Qigong
Mm-hmm.
where if I tell you, look at this flower,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
You threw your gaze at the flower
Yeah.
to look at it, right?
Yeah.
Like throwing your gaze, I mean, like you literally moved your eyes there to
Mm-hmm.
at what I'm asking you to look at.
Yeah.
Versus what I'm trying to do is when you walk into a space or like when you're in a blissful moment in nature,
Mm-hmm.
you let the waterfall come to you.
Yeah.
So like you're taking in the moment or like you're literally if you're on vacation sitting on the beach staring off at the sunset, you're not really staring at the sunset, you're letting the sunset, the rays touch your face. You're
Yeah.
trying to feel that moment. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the idea behind the clinic is when you come in, we want to come to you. We want to welcome
Yeah.
you, not the other way around. And I
I
think
love it.
it works.
It's working.
Yeah, it works. Which is nice.
It's such a beautiful way to build a practice, to build this place that people can feel safe to go in and just let go of all of their stories, let go of all of their stresses, let go of all of their, anxieties and fears and just properly heal because that's what we are lacking in society. Everyone, even when you go to a clinic or you go to, a social experience, people still have this guard up. And it's just a really wonderful way to let everything go and have that transformation.
Yeah, I really do think that it's like healthcare, but in a spa-like setting. And
Yeah.
it's so that like if you know, I don't know if you noticed this, but like every single room, even in
Hmm.
the first clinic, had a painting that was a doorway.
Yeah, I noticed that. And
Yeah, even in the washroom, there was a painting that is a doorway.
yeah.
But we did that so that even if you're not supposed to heal in this lifetime,
Hmm.
you step here, you're stepping into a portal where you can heal. Like,
And you thought of all of this in less than a year?
yeah, I mean,
Amazing.
when it's a small business baby and it's really a passion project
Yeah.
that you're like going into the retirement with, you want like every little thing to mean something, right?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the reasons why I loved working there. And I just love seeing everything on social that comes up with you guys. I still love being a part of your community, even from afar, because everything is so methodical. Everything is so intentional, and it's only for the greater good. It's not to bring people down or to be, slimy. No, it's the opposite. It's to be that clinic against the grain, and I love it.
Oh, thanks. I do love the fact that we have like services such as like the self-care club,
Yeah.
where people that don't try everything or are scared to try everything can try
Mhm.
a little bit of everything since we have so many different healing modalities.
Can you tell us more about that? Because this is new. I think something like this was starting when I was there, but you've really grown it.
Oh, yeah, we have like
Yeah.
so many services under it now. But essentially, you're just paying for the sauna. Like, we'll give
Okay.
you rated self-care club sauna.
Hmm.
And it's like $120 a month for that sauna.
Yeah.
And then what you end up getting is every single month we'll give you something for free from our
Oh.
members only menu.
Huh.
So there's a members only menu where you can try something for free. And that
Yeah.
practitioner will provide a free service.
Wow.
And there's so much to try. We even have like traditional Chinese medicine massages now, which really enjoyable. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
You can get a foot massage for free every single month if you want it.
Wow.
Mhm.
So it doesn't always have to be a different service. It could be the same service over and over again for free every month, one time a month.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And the menu is really cool because they'll just show like you can choose from 20 minutes of this, 30 minutes of this, 45 minutes of this,
Hmm. Hmm.
but it's an extensive list. You can try
Yeah.
a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
I think it's cool because one month I might have a neck pain and want some acupuncture, but then the month after that, I might want chiro services. And then the month
Yeah.
after that, I just want to relax and get a massage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, it
there's
gives good, and again, a lot of the things that I say to my patients too, excuse me, but when you're finding a practitioner, it's really difficult, and it can get really expensive too, because, that initial exam is usually the chunkiest one financially out of all of them. And then if you don't like who you're with, or you don't really energetically resonate with them, even though they are such a wonderful person, you feel stuck and obligated to continue because you've already invested. And that's a really wonderful service that you have, that you can try all these different modalities and see which one, if not just one, but multiple, work for you. And then you can build your own path to healing.
And it's nice too, because like you said, it's not just about trying the different services, it's
Yeah.
trying the different practitioners and seeing
Practitioners.
who you resonate with. Because pretty much every single practitioner at the clinic is on that members only menu. And it's
Mhm.
because they want to provide the healing to the community. And
Yeah.
I mean, there has been a lot that has happened, I think, in the last 6 months, like in general, just
Hmm.
um, healing and family and
Yeah.
growing both of the clinics. And I think one of the nicest things that has come out of this is that self-care club, because I've seen so many people that are on it
Hmm.
truly transform over the last 6 months. And it's been wild to see because, they get to come in more consistently. And some people are able to do this when they have like insurance benefits and you see them like
Hmm.
10 massages week after week.
Yeah.
How can you not be happy if you know you at the end of the week on that Friday you're gonna get a
Yeah.
massage? You're
Yeah.
gonna
Absolutely.
right? But like with the self-care club, we've been able to get to see way more people, way more
Yeah.
often. And
Yeah.
like you literally see people come out of their shell from when
Hmm.
they first start at the clinic to like who they transform into, like
Hmm.
having tried out different modalities to go deeper inside them and learn more about themselves.
Yeah.
get that stress and anxiety relief. But
Yeah.
it's wonderful to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the key. You mentioned it before, but it's the consistency,
Mhm.
right? It's and having that consistency of once a month and then longing and craving more because you do feel so good. You do feel so transformed. It's really beautiful to see when you have your patients, your clients coming in and you got to be a part of that journey with them.
Yeah, it's like going to the gym,
For sure.
you miss it once you stop doing it because it makes you feel so good, right?
Yeah.
And then with this, it's like being able to flex instead of that muscle, you're flexing that
Mhm.
mental muscle instead, and like getting to
Which
learn
we
more about
barely
yourself,
flex.
which most people barely flex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely.
But it's nice to have like someone that's like outside of your inner circle too to like talk to about how you're doing in life and
Mhm.
has your best interest in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have community classes? You were mentioning it before that the space is bigger, the second location in Toronto. Do you offer community classes where members can meet each other, find new friendships, have new social interactions?
Yeah, we're actually doing a lot of new events for the summer. So we have like
Mhm.
this new events calendar that's pretty nifty because you can just click the date and see what's happening on that date,
Yeah.
where members get to meet each other. But we also do like a lot of community events, such
Hmm.
as the community acupuncture. We call it modern acupuncture. And
Hmm.
it happens in our community space at the lower level of our second location on
Hmm.
First Street. And that's nice because you can like literally come in with your friends, like two of your friends, and all get acupuncture at the same time.
That's amazing. And you can
Yes.
all go through the healing journey together.
Yeah, so fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why even with the IV drip launch party, it's a party. So we're gonna
Hmm.
have multiple people there at the same time.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a lot of events that we do, even like we do classes as well, like Reiki classes where people can come and meet like-minded individuals and learn together.
Hmm.
There's a lot of, I guess, tea and talks that we do
Hmm.
on the weekends. Usually every single Saturday or Sunday, there's something going on where you
Yeah.
can just come out and learn about something. Usually it's like $30 to like just come in and sit down and talk to other people and have like a moderator come in and like explain something. We'll bring in like guests to do things. So like
Hmm.
I think last week we had someone come in to do a breathwork event. And
Beautiful.
then next week we have, I think next week or in the next couple of weeks, there is someone that's launching one of their books
Hmm.
that I read that I thought was really cool.
Hmm.
So they're gonna come in and read their book.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think in the summer it's fun because we're just trying to meet new people and find
Yeah.
different ways to do it.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of things that are very like not costly or free.
Yep.
And it's just to like meet new people.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need a guest, I would be happy to come in. I'm inviting myself.
Okay. Let me invite you. Please come. It'll be so fun.
Thanks, Mary. No, I think it's amazing that you're rebuilding the social community and especially in such a huge city where you feel like a drop of water in this huge, huge lake. It's really nice to have people that are willing to meet others and connect everyone together again. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so fun to have the connections, especially
Yeah.
when on a path of healing, you want to meet other people that are on that same path.
Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day, as much it is about healing, a lot of our clients are about self-optimization
Yeah.
and just like really working on their health and caring
Hmm.
about their health. So it's
Hmm.
very proactive,
Hmm.
which is really enjoyable to see as well.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
amazing.
already happy. They're happy coming in and they're happy leaving. So it's a really fun work environment.
Yeah. It the work you do and you continue to do because I know you're not done. There's so much going on and your years are forever turning. They will never stop. And I find that so inspirational about you because you're like, "Okay, I did it. What's next?" And it's really, really inspiring to have someone like you in my life that I can look up to, even though it is over social or it is a once in a while chat. And I just say thank you for all of the work that you've done, especially in healthcare, being a practitioner, to have facilitators like you creating this new space for people to heal, it's very, very, very magical. It's amazing.
Well, thanks so much, Celia. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, so enjoyable to work with. Extremely ambitious, which is why I hired you in the first place. And like just watching you grow your own business too is incredible. Like it's really wonderful to see.
Thing. It like, it comes with a lot of hard work, but I really appreciate the wonderful and beautiful words.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll still be referring people to you anyways.
Thank you. Well, where can we find you apart from social media, which I'm going to link below? Where else can we find Lite Mind Body Clinic and all of the events that are happening in the city?
Yeah, so you can just find everything at litemindbody.com. So it's
Okay.
LITE mindbody.com. We have 2 locations, one at Liberty Village and one in Harvard Village. So it's very convenient. Both are 15 minutes away from each other. One is close to U of T and the other is in Liberty Village.
Yeah.
And then I'm also available online for bookings. However, I can't obviously say enough that William and Jessica
Yeah.
come to look around for sure.
Yeah.
Want to try acupuncture, and they're extremely light-handed too. So like if you've never had acupuncture before and you're scared, you won't feel it.
Yeah. It's a wonderful, wonderful modality. I love it. I do it. I practice it. It's the results are amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the results are incredible. And now I never have back pain. So,
Perfect. Honestly, what everyone wants, no back pain, including myself as a chiropractor.
if you ever have neck pain, it's one needle and
Yeah.
you don't have to suffer for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
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 But if you ever want to try any of the energy healing modalities, the clinics are great because we hire authentic people,
Yeah.
practice, and are truly doing it for good.
Yeah.
But other than that, I would say always keep on top of everything because if you check us out on Instagram, you'll find that like we're always looking for new services that I think will be helpful. And like, if you don't want to look, then you can just join the self-care club and you'll get
That's true.
else, and then you get to pick something different every single month.
Exactly. And that's one of the best things is you can try everything to see what works best for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mary, it's been such a pleasure talking with you and to hear your story, your journey, and the advice that you've given us as well. It's just been an amazing, amazing chat. And thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in person. I hope soon. I really want to come and visit the clinic soon.
Absolutely. We have to have time, so.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Well, thank you everyone so much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. And if you have any comments on future episodes, just let us know down below. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you.